Hey everybody, welcome to the 2019 Madison cross country season. This is going to be our parent meeting. We've just got so many people that are in and out that I wanted to make sure everybody got the information they needed without having to come to a meeting that maybe not everybody can make it to. Anyway, so I'm Coach Barris. I'm the head coach at Madison High School. I've been doing this for about 11 years now and I really enjoy it. And I just want to go over a few things that will help you to get started. For those that are new to our program or those of you that have maybe been around a little bit, I will hopefully give you a little bit of information to help you along the way as well. So the first thing is a little bit about our team. We take everyone that comes. Our big requirement is that you come hard and work hard, or come every day and work hard every day that you're here. And if you'll do that, we don't cut, we don't try out, we don't do anything like that. And if you'll work hard, we'll have a really good time. Some of our 9th graders are always a little bit confused because they feel like they're still at the junior high, but they really are part of the high school team, and they're part of the high school team in every way that we can make that possible. And so we encourage our kids to come every day to participate in all of our activities so that they can get better, because running is one of those things that the more you do and the more consistent that you do it, the better off that you'll be and the more improvement that you'll see. We do want you to communicate with us as coaches. Please let us know what we can do to make things easier, or if you're going to be gone or not feeling well, we want to know those kinds of things so that we can adjust what we do with you. As far as our goals, we do write workouts for every runner based on as much information as we can gather about their age, their skill level, their fitness, injury histories, and then we put our own knowledge into it. And so it's not uncommon for us to have some runners doing one set of workouts and another doing another, and we try to mold it to accommodate our students and our runners so that they'll do the very best that they can do and so that they're healthy and happy. One of the things that we do ask is runners not do more than we ask them to do. If we give them a 5-mile run, do a 5-mile run, not a 10-mile run. And that connects to what we're doing the next day and the day after and our progress. And like I said, we want to avoid injuries as much as possible. Another thing you should understand is our goal is to have our athletes peak at the very end of the season. And so that's our district and state meets. So we won't necessarily be fresh for every race along the way. And that's kind of what all of our workouts are geared toward is that end of season. And so some of the early season things, if they don't understand or if they overdo at the beginning, they may, like I said, be injured or tired at the end of the season. But we want communication. We need as much feedback as we can from our athletes. We're going to ask them to keep logs of what they do every day and how they feel. But they also need to talk to us as well if they're feeling injured or overly tired or something doesn't seem to be going right, or if it seems to be going really well, we want to know that as well so that we can keep doing those same things throughout the season. Our meet schedule is on athletic.net. If you found this video, you found our website. That's where we will post as much information as we can. I typically update that about a week ahead of the meet, so usually Saturday night or Sunday I will update the schedule for the next week, and so you can know what the travel looks like, what time people are running, what races we're in it, that kind of information. There's also a blog section that's about near the bottom of the page, and that's where a lot of that information will be. If you're using it on your phone, it's a little bit more difficult to navigate. You can find all of that information, but on a computer it shows up very easily for you. Everyone runs every meet on meet days. We want people to go and to race, and the one exception would be the state meet where you'd have to qualify to race in that from our district meet. And the other thing that we're going to have this year is that as you leave meets, we're happy to have our athletes leave with the parents, but if you would just check out with us, let us know that you're taking your kids home so that we can have everybody accounted for when we head home from our meets. So the few things you need to do, if on the website you'll see here on our athletic.net site, there's a sign up link, and mainly what I'm trying to do is capture your name, your grade number, make sure you get everything spelled right, and your shirt size so that we can get team shirts ordered, and then also an email address so that I can start sending emails, and I'll do that probably every couple of weeks, just kind of updates and some of the things that are going on with the team that way. Also, there's some paperwork. All of our 9th and 11th graders need to get a new physical. Our 10th and 12th graders that did the physical last year, they don't need a new physical. They have to fill out this paper called the interim questionnaire. And then everyone every year needs to do the next two that I've listed here, the medical treatment authorization and consent form, and the Madison School District extracurricular consent form. And I just need those signed and brought back as soon as possible. Again, all of you, we need fees paid. Those all go through the high school office because this is a high school team. It's $125. That includes the team shirt, all of your meet entry fees. The one thing that won't include is the cost of our overnight stay when we go to Provo. And I'll be getting you the hotel information on that. But it's typically about $25 or $30 for the hotel. And then our kids are responsible for their own food on those trips. And then just be at practice. Come every single day. Help us out. Parents, I'm going to send out a sign-up sheet to help us with our pancake runs, which I'll talk about in a minute, and our home meets. We just need help at our meets, typically directing traffic, helping at the finish line as kids come across, just to help them keep moving so that they don't get stepped on. Very basic kinds of things. All the timing and officiating is already taken care of. But if you're available to help with that, please look at that when I send out that email. We practice every day, Monday to Fridays. Once the school starts, we'll practice. It'll be about a 4 o'clock start for us. And then on Fridays, if we're not at a meet, we'll practice right after school as well. We're on early out, so it usually works out about 2:45 or so that we can start on Fridays. But otherwise, those at Smith Park, please dress appropriately. Wear running shoes to practice. Bring a water bottle is a great idea. And if every kid could have a watch, it doesn't need to be fancy, but something that has a stopwatch function. Very often we'll ask them just to go out and run based on time. We'll give them 30 minutes or 45 minutes or something like that. And if they have a watch, it makes it really easy for them to do that. And then we're done typically between 5 and 5:30 most days. And the schedule, the reason I put this mountain here, I'm going to go back there, sorry, is our time, at the start of the season they're not running very much, and so sometimes they'll get done earlier. Towards the middle of the season, practices get longer because we're running quite a bit. And then towards the end of the season, again, that tapers off, and so practices will get a little bit shorter. But for the most part, we're not going, like I said, past 5:30, as long as we get practice started on time and get it rolling that way. Everyone's going to get a uniform. We'll check them out at the start of the season. They return them at the end. Those just need to be taken good care of. If they wash them in cold water and air dry them, that's the best treatment of those uniforms. And then finally, again, I'm Coach Barris. This is my phone number. Here's my email. You're welcome to contact me. Coach Stutz is also one of our coaches, and she'll be around. You'll see her a lot, and you're welcome to contact her and get to know her as well. But that's hopefully enough information to get you started. Check out the website, check out the meet schedule, and feel free to let me know if you have any questions. And I'm just really excited to be working with you this season.